Welcome to Lethbridge Got Talent. In episode 5, we're going to take a deeper dive into the journey of some of the youth who have made it through the auditions. So get ready to be inspired as we introduce to you some of these amazing youth, their stories, encouragement, and experiences during the bootcamp. Come see their dedication as they craft their original songs for the grand finale, preparing to unleash the talent on the stage before a live audience. So join us as we celebrate their passion, determination, and stories in this episode of Lethbridge Got Talent.
Duzit. I come from Lethbridge, Alberta, obviously. I got inspired by old school culture, old school hip-hop. That's kind of just the whole thing. Past 3 years have just been completely dedicated to music. Music just kind of fell in my lap, and I've been in love with it ever since. It's my passion. It's what I love doing, and it makes me feel like fulfilled. It makes me feel like I actually have a purpose. Like, I'm going to make it outside of Lethbridge. I want to inspire people, and I feel like I already have started to inspire a little bit of people, which is the goal, you know what I mean? So before I was just listening to, the kind of this stuff that was coming out, I was kind of like Suicide Boys, kind of some other stuff, but it was one of my buddies, I'm not friends with him anymore, but he showed me, like, Tupac and NWA, and, like, ever since then, I was like, what? Like, this is not, like, this is before our century, like, or this is before our generation. And yeah, I mean, ever since then, like, I couldn't listen to the new school the same. I couldn't, like, I just didn't really mess with it, And then still to this day, it's been 3 years, I'm still finding new old school songs I never heard. Like, it was such a big generation filled with so much stuff. I'm still finding new songs to this day that I like. So yeah, I mean, my whole life is old school. I wish I was born in the 90s. I guess the culture, but also just the fans. I do have quite a decent fan base that I just want to continue to grow and grow and grow, until it just becomes like this big just family, Like, I want to inspire people and to bring back that old school sound, like, because a lot of people have listened to my music and then right after that they're like, oh, that old school. Like, then they'll go listen to Tupac and they'll go listen to Eazy-E and they will be on that. So, that's my goal, is to just convert the people into jokes. Not convert them, but yeah.
Awesome. Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Drinking all the wine and drinking all the rum. I'm killing the track, y'all. Let me tell you one time. Coming with the sound loud, I'll break your spine. Come on, fool, jump and rewind. I'ma jam and kill it every time. I'll break it down. Yo, what's the plan? I'm the man. I'll and go, wow, yo, I'm the funky baker, yo, Jack when I smoke a toke, I'm lighting the track just like I'm lighting the toke, not broke, I'm getting money, yo, Mike Chica Honey, coming with the raps that's straight from Alberta, yo, this is unheard of, son, around, don't need a gun, all these funky raps, I do it for fun.
The message I'm trying to send is, if you're out there and you want to do something, and you want to make music, just have full confidence, man. Like, go out there and do it. Like, take your shots, kind of thing. And I want people to realize that the old school generation of hip hop was so unique. Like, things have changed so much since then. And honestly, it was bomb back then. Like, that's what everyone loved, was hip hop. It was such a big thing. And now it's kind of just it looks completely different from what it used to look like. So I guess I'm just trying to bring a portion of that back. Like, like inspirations like Snoop Dogg and Death Row Records, like, they're still kind of trying to bring the old school back, but I feel like there's more people that need to be doing that, like a movement kind of thing. I would definitely say I'm really unique compared to most artists nowadays, mainly just because I have a different thing, and my thing is being the old school guy. Everyone knows me and my style is old school. I'm different in that way, and I want to inspire people to become different in their own way, too. So come and get it rough and wild. We'll get at it right now. So kick it like a crazy rhyme. I told you before, and you want to tell you one time. If you really want to get it out and get it going. Working, like, with new stuff that I'm not completely used to, like, all of this has been my first time, like, with all the proper equipment and stuff. I mean, like, that's not really a weakness. I wouldn't say that there's any specific challenges. I'm really confident. I feel like, I got a good shot, and there's a lot of talented people here, and I'm excited to see what they do too. Today was such an awesome day. Like, I want to keep doing this again. I don't want this to be the last time. It's such a good experience, like super professional, and just this is like ideal. Like, this is my environment, Like, I feel like I could just live here. It was a really, really, really cool experience, and I'm glad that you guys had me. It was awesome, man.
Some murder, son, messing around, don't need a gun. All these funky raps, I do it for fun.
So, like, if those secondary vocals, maybe, I don't know if it just even turned down, like, the tiniest.
Yeah, we'll turn it
down.
Yeah, those usually when I do my dubs, all my dubs will be, this is just me. They'll sometimes in some tracks they're basically imperceptible. Like, you can't even hear them.
I know
The only thing you can hear is like the fact that rhyme that you had is already emphasized.
It's kind of more
powerful. With your style on this song, style resonates with like new equipment, right? Because like new equipment doesn't necessarily translate as good as like old school sound does, right? And your voice is very dynamic. So it's like if we could get that kind of like same what you're looking for, where the dubs are in the background enough that you can barely perceive them, but they have to be perceived. You know what I mean? Like, they still have to be a little bit there to give it that kind of like extra emphasis, and also that extra like old school punch. That's
I mean, the track is definitely solid. We spent a decent amount of time today working on it, and I feel confident. I think it sounds really good. So, I mean, I haven't heard many of the other people's set so far, but I feel like I got a good shot, I'm like to take every opportunity that I can that comes around in Lethbridge, because there's not very many opportunities. So when I first heard about, like, the talent show, I was just like, oh, another way I can show people, another way I can get out there kind of thing. And I take all the chances that I can with that. So winning this competition would mean a lot. I mean, this is my first time actually competing against other people. Like, I do shows a lot, but I've never won any kind of reward from it, never competed against other people. First time being, like, in front of cameras this much, but I feel confident. I feel like it's solid, and, like, it's been lots and lots of fun. I think this experience has helped me to grow as an artist already, like, quite a bit. Like, this has been just a really cool experience. Got a taste of professionalism, and I mean, this is something that I want to do. Like, again, I can't wait until I can actually get into a area like this and this kind of environment again, because it was an awesome experience. I've never actually had enough money to blow on equipment and proper stuff, to better my music. Just kind of been working with mic and headphones, whatever I can do, but definitely be able to finally get, like, good equipment, a good microphone, a good, like, so that I can start producing better stuff myself. Yeah, I feel like, people complain, like, oh, I live in Lethbridge, Lethbridge is boring. I do agree with them, kind of, but I want to get to that point where I'm living in a different city, and I talk about Lethbridge all the time. Lethbridge is where I'm from, it's my hometown, and then one day Lethbridge maybe get put on the map in a big way, kind of like how Long Beach or California or Compton, like, deserves to have a spot on the map. There's so many talented people that are going to make it out of Lethbridge and just be huge, and I believe that.
Hi, I'm Naomi. I love to sing. I'm 18. I'm from Nigeria. I just randomly find myself singing or harmonizing to some artist singing, and it's just something that's always been there for me. It's not like it's just always been a connection. So I just always randomly find myself doing it whether I want to or not. It's like when I'm not by myself, like when I leave my room, I'm just, I just have to play the part and just do what I have to do. But when I'm alone and in my room and I get to sing whatever I want, listen to whoever I want, I'm just like free and relaxed. I know that the earliest memory I have of me on stage holding a mic was probably like kindergarten. I think it was like a presentation and all of us were supposed to sing some line, and I know that I really liked it. I even have like a picture of me holding the mic, and so I think just from then I just randomly find myself singing different songs. Oh, Hannah Montana was definitely definitely an inspiration. I loved her. I wanted to be like her, so I'd always sing her. So all Disney songs, I would always sing, like everywhere in my house. Everyone was tired of me. For last year, it wasn't even a thing where I'd be like, oh, I express myself through music. It was never like that. I just sung because I just sung. But last year was a year for me, so that's when I actually started writing. And I've written a couple of songs where it's like my journal, and I just like express how I'm feeling at that time. So basically all the songs are sad songs, but it helps me escape. It makes me transcend. I just go into this space, away from everything down here. It's just peaceful, and it is like my true existence, like where I actually am, where my spirit actually is. So yeah, anytime I sing, I just go there, and I'm comfortable. I just want to be there forever. Sure, I absolutely loved it. First of all, my first time being in a recording studio. I've been looking forward to this day. I'm so happy. Yeah, she really did help me, especially with the vocal exercises.
I have waited, but what's worse, don't get to say I'll wait no more. 'Cause at this
Be a really big thing for me, because this is my first time alone in like doing anything musically. I've never been by myself. So winning this would be like, I can actually do this, and like, this is serious, Naomi. Like, you are good enough, Naomi, I don't really have enough time to actually like do it for real, like when I'm not just singing, in my room along to some artist when I'm listening to music. So I made sure to join the choir. So that has definitely been something I'm so grateful for. Yeah, but besides the choir, not really. It's just me in my room whispering, making sure no one else is hearing me because the walls there are so thin. But yeah. What you get will feel the same if there's no pain in trying to take. But what's the use if you refuse to show me proof that there is light at the end of the darkness of my trials? I've been patient, I have waited for the better days, oh, the better days. I've been patient.
Yeah, so my name is Maria Pickering, and I'm an 18-year-old student here from Lethbridge, and I am a singer, and I do play other instruments as well, but definitely a singer. Well, it's kind of funny because I didn't come from a very musical family. Like, my parents love music, don't get me wrong, but not musicians. But I don't really remember how I got into singing, just because I've been singing for so long, and just the stories and videos from my parents of me being like, can barely form words, but got a melody going and stuff. And yeah, I really genuinely thought, I'm gonna be in Hollywood, I'm gonna be singing, I'm gonna be in LA, you know, from the time I was little, and I would tell everyone that too. So it's kind of been, it's just been a whole life of singing, I guess. But you made me the person I've become. I never knew I could take so much from you. It definitely gives me a sense of kind of purpose, and it just grounds me, I feel like, because I've been singing for such a long time and loved music. If I'm ever kind of feeling like just upset, I play piano or I sing. And if I'm like feeling like hard on myself and I'm like feeling, I don't know, alone a lot, I remember, hey, well, I have my music. It's fine. Like, I know singing definitely got me through a big chunk of the COVID stuff, you know, being home alone. I had a lot of time to just be alone with music. So it's just kind of been, I guess it's just kind of like, you know, how you always have that one friend you can lean on no matter what, and they're kind of there. That's what music has been for me. I was honestly inspired by my workplace, which is Lethbridge Music Academy, because that's where I heard of the competition, and this has been a very, very just kind of overwhelming year for me, I guess, with grad and just other things like that, and it just seemed like, I don't know, like it was something that I really wanted to do, but didn't know if I could time manage, I guess. But then I was like, you know what, I have all these students here and they need someone to look up to, and I feel like, even though I haven't really told any of my students that I'm doing this, but I feel like if they kind of, I tell them to take every opportunity. So I feel like if I didn't take this opportunity, it's kind of contradicting what I teach them. So yeah, that made me really want to do this. Like, I've never performed with like cameras and lights, like in such like a setting like that. Like, I've never done studio performances. I've only done like live performances. And yeah, I've had like, well, I've done music festival here in town, which is one judge. So it's not three. So I mean, it's a little similar in that sense, but I feel like if there's more, it's more intimidating. But I don't know, I was so nervous, but just after it, I was just telling my mom everything on the way home. I was just super hyped, and it was a lot of fun. And something about like making an original song, and I've written melodies before, and I've written songs on like just the piano, but I have never ever written a song with lyrics, and I've never actually completed a song. So I wrote a song in an hour, and it was the first song I've ever written, and I hope that it's alright. I do really like it though. I haven't really practiced it a whole lot, but yeah, I think just that, and I don't know, I feel like I kind of want to write a bridge, but I don't know. Do you feel like the song is too short? Or it needs something more?
I didn't get that feeling. Like, I feel like maybe you would like it to have another moment in a song that's like got, you know? Yeah. The song is that.
I know there's like at the end thing. Oh
Is
yeah,
that kind of?
that's kind of where it first escalates, I guess. And then there's kind of that one part I did not do what I had planned, because I'm like, my voice is. It's a song that's disguised as a love song, but it's actually about kind of being your own worst enemy, I guess, and your own worst critic, and trying to achieve something, and then just yourself gets in the way, and other people get in the way, and just all these things are getting in the way. And it's a little bit about burnout as well, I think, but I like how it's a love song because I like poetry, and I very metaphorical and stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited to work on it. A false sense of hope, a false sense of faith. It was a false love, a false love. The one that I knew what it was going to be about because I was just really feeling the emotions. And I was like, you know what? I feel like so much pressure right now. I'm feeling so much stress just from external things. Maybe this is a good sign. Maybe this is how I'll finally write a song, because I've definitely tried writing songs before and I hate them. But then this time I did really like it, so got all the juices flowing. But so yeah, I did know what it was going to be about. I think I'm a very, very hardworking person, and to the point that I get too hard on myself, I think. And I think that a lot of people can connect with that. And that's one of the reasons I love music, is I love the little things here and there that connect with people, because that's what brings out your emotions. And if, like, musicians say they don't like when people cry, they're liars. Like, that's probably the best feeling, is, like, if you're singing something and somebody has, like, you know, the little tear, it's the best. So, yeah, just connecting on a musical level, because sometimes I'm really awkward with words, so that's a language that I do know how to communicate.
Happy, they're sad. They tell you you're bad. Come again another day. In hope there's defeat. You try and don't succeed. You're wasting away. This feeling I got is not welcome, but you made me the person I've become. I never knew I could take so much from you. I gave all I had just to keep pushing through, but none of it was ever enough. Of hope, a false sense of faith. It was a false love, a false love. The wine that I've poured, so rich you can't ignore, but you still can't see. I feel so
I feel like this would just give me, like, confirmation that music is what I should be doing. Because, especially nowadays with inflation, it's really easy to be, okay, that's too risky, just, you know, do science or something like that, right? So, I don't know, I feel like winning would keep me on my musical path, which is more where my heart wants to be, I guess. And, yeah, I think it would also just be, like, the best bragging rights ever. I think I would just honestly take my family out, take my friends out for a super cool, like, dinner or something, just to be like, thank you guys so much for supporting me and all. And then I think, I don't know, I'd probably just, you know, just keep it to help with education in the future and costs of instruments and everything that musicians need to spend money on. That's why we're broke. So I don't think it's really easy. I think there's definitely worse places you could be, but especially, like, because Lethbridge is a decent size, but there's not a whole lot. There's definitely, like, I've had some great musical mentors from here, and there's so many talented people, but there's just not a lot of opportunities for that talent to be, like, displayed. And I know so many talented people that their only way to exhibit what they can do is, like, choir and school stuff here and there, and it's just so hard to find good opportunities. Well, besides time management, because I'm terrible at that, and I have so many things in my life that are so busy. But I think my biggest challenge with the competition besides that would definitely be kind of battling with my own self-confidence, I guess, because I don't know, big settings aren't as scary to me. Like, I feel like it's more people make it less intimidating, but in smaller environments like this, when you can see everybody looking at you and you know that they're kind of judging you and stuff, I find that a lot scarier and intimidating. Plus, like, there hasn't been a lot of performance opportunities since COVID happened, so this is like one of my first times kind of back out singing, I guess, since then. So yeah, it's a little scary, but so fun, so exciting, and gotta get back out there, you know? Yeah, super excited to perform and can't wait for the live performance.
My name is Lucie Singer. I will be playing an original song that I've written on the guitar, showcasing a bit of my voice and my mind. I feel like there's no definitive time that got me into singing. I was a homeschooled kid and I have 7 siblings, so I had a lot of time on my hand and we liked dancing together and listening to music, so we'd always like start bands and like sing on the trampoline, and I had this best friend named Ezra and we would spend like every day hanging out, and if we weren't at the pool, we would be at his mom's house writing songs together, and like his brother would make it a competition. He'd give us a word like gummy bears, and then in 5 minutes we'd have to compete against each other with a song we wrote about gummy bears or something like that. So I feel like that built me a bit of skill, maybe. And I'd also say some of the female artists I listened to growing up, just hearing their words made me be able to have my words. I feel like I have a hard time speaking sometimes with my own speech, and I'm good at singing, or at least I try to be good at singing, but let alone from that, I think it is a way to harness myself and my self-expression, because it's obviously there, and it feels like my whole body is constantly itching for self-expression, and my voice has been a way for me to express myself.
You promised me you'd be there. Oh, and then I said, I can't be your cool girl, can't fit into your world. And then I guess in my head, I imagine this being like just like a pause in the song where it's like really silhouettes just like my voice, and it's like, or I guess like a little. Well, I dug my nails deep into your skin, so hard my born, what could have been, and the sweet, sweet love you showed me in the beginning, and then I build myself to go like for a finale, I guess, chorus.
Birds that I think are very pretty, or having an old guy live in the room next to me. Really just situations in life is what makes my songs.
That's awesome. I love that. Especially your personality. Is there like a certain try to message or message that you try to get across from any one of your songs?
Oh, definitely. My song Upset has a very clear message.
That's awesome. What kind of message is that?
It's a message explaining that the guys who don't understand some things in the world, or some people who are disrespectful and who have some pretty bad morals or views, I'd say, I tell them in the song maybe that they should talk to their mom, have a conversation with their mom, see where their mom stands on what they're saying to me. And that one's released. It's got quite a bit of traction, I'd say.
Baby, it's not what I believe. Pretending is just so easy. When my favorite kind of life was you not the type.
My mom always thought I was weird growing up. She said I had lots of fake friends. I spent a lot of time outside of kids and school, and I guess just a lot of time in my head. So as a kid, I spent time observing and seeing how everybody interacts around me, rather than interacting with people, because I was almost ostracized. But with that, growing up, I've learned to be a chameleon, and from all the time I've spent observing, I know how to interact with people, get along with people, and get my message out. So I'd say what makes me special is my ability to adapt. For some reason, I just feel like mentioning that I love my siblings. I feel like they just motivate me so much, not even in a way that they're like texting me or being like, Lucie, go be a singer. They're just existing, and they're just so adorable that I'm just like, wow, I should totally live the life I want because I have siblings. And I'm blessed to have those siblings and people in my life, so I should not sulk and I should do something with myself. It reminded me of how I first started doing shows, which was talent shows at the church at my local town. And I just think it's so cool. I remember being younger and like I'd play my grandma's song and she'd be like, you need to be on like America's Got Talent or that other one where they do like a singing competition that like leads up to the main competition and stuff. So it's like, right here, there's a competition? I don't have to go to like the UK? That's amazing. Definitely get stressed out about like media and the fact that I'm going to be perceived on a camera and stuff. Like, I totally like having a camera in front of me, but when I can manipulate it, you know? I would say it's not in my hands to manipulate how I look on the camera or how I speak or edit out what I don't like. It's something that I need to come in prepared for, so that's why I'm here for the experience, but it's also nerve-wracking.
Quick change.
Okay, so
I'll be the one sulking this time. And then right back to G.
my skin is turning green, watching you through a screen. But isn't that what you wanted from me?
Let's go back to E minor.
When I go in I.
Yeah, let's go back to E minor to the verse chords.
Empathy was just for show, but I like that fucking show. Yeah, I should just let go.
Like, I've always thought about it, and I've always like raised my hand in the crowd when the guy wants to pick a person, but it was just never me. So I'm gonna keep striving to win something one day and feel that accomplishment. And not only that, there is a lot that I know I can do with $1,000 just to support myself and get myself on my feet. And I'm an opportunist, so when given something, I can make it bigger. I'm currently trying to feel more at home in my environment. I live in my friend's basement and I pay her dad rent, and I'm hoping to have a car soon in these months and be able to pay for insurance and gas and stuff and get some driver's edge just to freshen myself up on that skill. And then with that, I'm able to get a job and take myself to my job, and I'm able to take myself to my shows, and I don't have to wait on anybody, because I'm really right now experience independence and a path that nobody will be coming with me on, because it's a path that really is only destined for people who want to be there. So I don't think anybody's coming with me. That means I need to be able to get myself to the places I need to be. When I am feeling that anxiety and I am feeling that pressure, it's actually my body trying to harness something. So I'd say it can be really fun, it can be really easy, especially when I feel like everything's naturally flowing and I'm in a space where I feel comfortable enough to just create and express myself. And then sometimes it can be really hard, and I could lose track of my path.